Hi, this is Ethan Davis with Optimizin. Today I want to talk with you about the 9 things every administrator with fiscal or operational responsibility for document output should know about achieving best value. To get started, I'd like to give you a little bit about us and our background. We are a national professional services firm. We are 100% vendor neutral. We don't sell equipment, service, or supplies, and for the past 17 years we have been involved in over $100 million in digital imaging, contracting, and management as a customer advocate. Now, over those 17 years, when talking with organizations, most administrators say that best value is the way they measure success of their contracting and management strategies for copiers and printers. Now, best value is a great term, but most of the time it's a platitude. There isn't a good, solid definition in place, and when we question these administrators, they really don't know how they measure best value. So we've come up with a definition that I'd like to share with you right now. Best value for copying and printing document output systems is the correct balance of cost, performance, and risk for your organization. Getting a contract in place with the best costs, lowest costs I should say, with the best performance and the least amount of risk is best value. So how do you achieve best value? Well, today I want to walk you through each of the components of best value and give you the 9 things that can help you achieve best value. To achieve lowest cost, first you need to know exactly what you need. This needs to happen at the device level, at the operational level, and at the strategic level. This is done through assessments, doing complete and objective assessments. Once you know what you need to format those needs and put them through a competitive bidding process with suppliers. Now, when we talk to administrators recently, a lot of them are focusing on using master contracts or state contracts. There's 2 reasons these types of contracts that have been negotiated by an outside entity don't achieve lowest cost. The first reason is that these contracts are not specific to your organization's needs. They are general and in scope, and when they're used, they cause most organizations to either overbuy or underbuy equipment. Both of those methods will cause higher. Second reason is that these contracts are not adjusted as fast as the market is changing. The current economic situation, I know it's a taboo subject, things are getting better, but still manufacturers have adjusted their pricing to match the economy, and over the past couple months we have seen incredible pricing on equipment and service. Now, we haven't seen any contracts yet, any of these master state contracts that have been adjusted to be in line with what manufacturers are doing. The third way to achieve lowest cost, third tip, is to pay attention after the fact. What looks good on paper, what you calculate out, may be a good cost when you implement the equipment, but as you move forward, year 2, year 3, chances are that what you're actually paying does not match what you thought you were going to be paying. To achieve best performance, you need to set expectations. These expectations need to be set around equipment performance and supplier performance. Once you have those expectations set, you need to make sure that those quality levels are part of your bid. You do this with an RFQ as opposed to an RFI or an RFP. In the request for quote, you can set quality levels. Another good thing about the RFQ is that you can actually make the vendor responses legally binding, and we'll talk about that a little bit in the contracting process. Next, you need to establish repercussions for non-delivery. No matter what you're guaranteed, if there's no repercussions, chances are you're not going to get what you expect. To achieve lowest risk, you need to maintain control of the contracting process. You need a partnership with your vendor, you need a good relationship with your vendor, but at the same time you need to be the senior partner in that relationship. The way to do this is to write your own contracts at the end of the contracting process. Do not sign vendor contracts. They include terms that will nullify the negotiation that you do. They also contain terms that are meant to keep the vendor in control. And finally, You need to hold vendors accountable to what they bid. These quality levels that you've set and achieved, you need to make sure that you get those. So these are the 9 tips for achieving best value, the 9 things that every administrator should know. Now, when you look at best value is actually a result of applying a strategy to your document output system. A strategy is, of course, a set of practices or processes that, when implemented correctly, deliver the goal, which should be best value. That every document in your organization is printed or copied at the lowest possible cost on equipment that is performing the best under contracts. The vendor has the most accountability to you. One thing to bring up here is that you cannot achieve best value by focusing on best value. Best value is like happiness. You don't focus on getting happier. What you need to do is focus on the things that make you happy. So just like happiness, to achieve best value, you need to focus on creating, establishing, and executing a solid document output strategy. This will drive best value. In our 17 years of experience, we've seen it over and over again. When you apply good practices through your document output strategy, you will achieve best value every single time. So what we've done is we've written a white paper called Optimizing Your Copier and Printer Fleet, the first 5 steps to a document strategy. Right now I'd like to invite you to go to our website, click on the link in the yellow box, and download it. It includes tips that you can implement today, a lot of discussion around what needs to be done to create a solid document strategy. Our website is www.optimizin.com, and once again it's right there on the home page. I hope this has been of value to you. I appreciate your time. If there's anything that we can do for you, please give us a call. Our number is there at the bottom of the screen, 208-389-1100. My name is Ethan Davis, and I appreciate your time.